Welcome to Crestwood Prep in Toronto, Ontario. Top two teams in the OSBA. Number one team Crestwood comes in 14-0 against Capital Courts from Ottawa, coming in 12-2. Won last night over Bill Carruthers. Starting on the floor for Crestwood, number 33, Tasha Lattimore. Number 2, Rebecca Demike. Number 30, Kayla Drummond. I'm just checking the numbers. Number 24 is Aaliyah Edwards. It's Edwards with the ball right now. Also number 23, Cheyenne Day Wilson out there. Lattimore. Inside, ball knocked away, rolling around. It's picked up by Demike. Inside to Lattimore, first basket of the game. Tasha Lattimore, 2-0 Crestwood. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris McKee doing the play-by-play. Drop us a comment in the comment section on the right side of your screen. Let us know if you can hear me loud and clear, how the volume is. Capital Courts tossed that one away. So on the floor for Capital, number 13, Marissa Russell. Number 8 is Cassandra Jolicoeur. Number 9, Micah Dennis. They're hiding behind me. Edwards, jump shot, nice arc on it, off the back of the rim, falls out. Rebound, Capital Courts. Dennis, guarded by Day Wilson. Dennis looking for space, needs some help. Sierra Ba, she's hammered, goes in, no foul. Either way, nice basket from Sierra. 2-all, just under 9 minutes to go in the game. Thanks for joining us, OSBA Game of the Week. Crestwood drives, lovely finish from Cheyenne Day Wilson. Good pace of the game early on. Jolicoeur, ball stolen, rolling around on the ground, and it's a battle between Kayla Drummond. Possession arrow favors Capital, excuse me. Capital will inbound. Rachel Newman. She's guarded by Rebecca Demike. Newman underneath, lovely finish. Micah Dennis. 4-4. So the last time these two teams played back in November, Crestwood with an 80-78 win. Edge one out. I'm anticipating a similar kind of game today. Underneath the basket. Edwards, turnaround, can't get it to go. Rebound, Capital. Newman comes up with it. Russell looking for help. Ba underneath the basket, can't get the roll. Nice putback. Cassandra Jolicoeur. 6-4, Capital with the early lead. Demike. And Demike just rolls it out of bounds. A little careless with the ball. She's talking to Lattimore. A little miscommunication. Not a lot of movement on Crestwood's side. Everyone's standing flat-footed. And then Demike just rolls it out of bounds. Micah Dennis controlling traffic for Capital Courts. In town all the way from Ottawa. With the shot clock winding down, nice basket. Micah Dennis. 8-4 Capital leads. Cheyenne Day Wilson. Watching some YouTube clips of Cheyenne last night. Her as an 11-year-old. Unbelievable to see her growth. That's knocked out of bounds. Tiana Bailey just on the floor for Crestwood, number 1. Substitutions coming in, number 3, Jadea Reed for Crestwood. And for Capital, number 4, Isabel Gaudette. And who am I missing? Number 0, Ziba into the game. So Ziba already committed to Sacred Heart University. It's a nice luxury for Capital when you get NCAA players coming off the bench for you. Jolie Kerr couldn't get the sky hook. A lot of loose balls fighting for it. You see the hustle here in the first quarter. No let up. Crestwood will inbound. Jadea Reed. No, it's going to be Capital ball. GOTW will inbound. Somebody's got to throw it in. Finally, it is Crestwood ball. Day Wilson running the point for Crestwood. Tries to feed Edwards underneath, led her just a little too far. Marlo Davis letting her know. Edwards had the right position. Day Wilson just a little too anxious with that pass. Dennis. Little hand check foul on Day Wilson. Not the kind of fouls you want to burn. Isabel Gaudet inbounds for Capital. So Crestwood's first year in the OSBA. Quite the impact coming in. Destroying the competition. No one yet to knock them off. Is today the day? Ziba underneath the basket, guarded by Lattimore. And Lattimore's called with a foul, not too happy about it, staring down the ref. Ziba will go to the line and shoot 2. Ziba from Gatineau. Hits the first. So Capital Courts last year, 8-12, 6th overall, making a huge improvement heading into 2019. Ziba hits them both, make them count. Lattimore inbounds. Tiana Bailey bringing the ball up the floor. Day Wilson looking for somebody. Tasha Lattimore yet to really get going. And Edwards underneath the basket, she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. Aaliyah averaging 16.9 points per game the month of January. She was number 4 in the OSBA in rebounds per game. Part of Team Canada. 5:54 to go in the first quarter. Can't get the roll. Rebound Capital. So in the first quarter, Capital looks coming to try to take it right to Crestwood. Nice steal from Bailey, and then Bailey throws it away. Crestwood's got to settle down. That's 2 of the last 3 possessions. They've thrown it away. GOTW will inbound underneath the basket. Micah Dennis running the point for Capital Courts. Love these uniforms. Ottawa Parliament buildings. Oh, that's stolen by Edwards. And then Capital takes it right back. GOTW, good ball movement. Ziba from the free throw line. Got away with a travel. Shuffled her feet like James Harden out there. Bailey with the loose ball looking for help. Reed hands it off to Day Wilson. Day Wilson, just a gifted passer. Wide open look. Crestwood doesn't want it from the free throw line. Little kiss off the glass. Nice basket. Ball bouncing over to me on the scorer's table. Bailey will inbound. Cheyenne Day Wilson passed it off to Bailey. Inbound to Lattimore. She lost a handle on it. Trying to get Tasha involved. Lovely ball movement from Russell. That's stolen. Day Wilson underneath the basket, can't get it to go. And Russell comes up with it, but Day Wilson sneaks behind her, steals it. GOTW, wide open look, rims out. A lot of bodies flying all over the floor trying to get these loose balls. Reed pulls up, nice short jump shot, can't get it to go. That's knocked out of bounds by Capitol Courts. Substitution, back in Rebecca Demike. Tiana Bailey, get a little breather, 4:12 to go in the first quarter. Subs, I didn't see who came in for Capitol. Looks like Sierra Baugh back into the game. Knocked out of bounds by Dennis. Crestwood will inbound again. Jadea Reed. Not sure what the ref's looking for. Day Wilson, wide open look. Crestwood hell-bent on not taking the outside shot, forcing it inside. Demike, nice basket. 10-8 Capitol Courts with the lead here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us for the OSBA Game of the Week. I'm Chris McKee. And Lattimore with the block. And Lattimore, Day Wilson a little too ambitious with that pass. Lattimore lost a handle on it. Substitution. Lattimore will take a breather. Kayla Drummond coming in for the first time today, number 30. Dennis running the floor for Capitol Courts. Russell guarded by Edwards. Russell bounced that off her foot. And again, we got another possession arrow ball. And it's going to favor Capitol Courts. You see what it means when you see bodies flying all over the floor like that. Ziba pulls up, and she's getting called with a travel. There's been about 3 or 4 travels on the game. That's the first one called. Ziba, a little unfortunate. Jennifer Demoa, number 7 on the floor for the first time today for Capitol. Crestwood moving it around. Day Wilson. And a blocking foul called. Sierra Baugh and Cheyenne Day Wilson will go to the line and shoot 2. The ref's discussing if it's a shooting foul or not, I think. That or where they're going to eat after. So it is, no, it's not a shooting foul. Crestwood will inbound underneath the basket. Lattimore right back into the game after a quick breather. Edwards and Day Wilson to the bench. Tiana Bailey back in. Tiana inbounds. Pass, they're trying to force it into Lattimore, get her involved. When the outside shot's there, somebody's got to start putting it up. Dennis, Demoa. Dennis looking for space. Careless pass right through the middle of the court. That was sniffed out well by Reed. Nice steal. Bailey. Demike on the baseline. She's got the height advantage, got to recognize, put that up. Demike switches to her left hand, can't get the roll. Rebound Dennis, nice outlet pass to Demoa. She drives, nice finish for Demoa. Lattimore has that stolen. Nice save. And there's a long 3, can't get the roll. Rebound Russell. Russell slowing things down for Capitol. Little contact there. You got to let them play a little bit. So Tiana Bailey A little unfortunate getting called for a foul on that. Cheyenne Day Wilson back into the game. A lot of substitutions in the early going. Getting everybody involved. Gaudette inbounds. Jolie Kerr back out there. Marissa Russell short on that attempt. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back up. Can't get the roll. Reed with the rebound. And then she throws it away. Take a dribble. 1:52 to go in the first quarter. Capitol Courts 12-8 lead. Crestwood yet to settle down. A lot of turnovers. A lot of missed shots. And careless with that attempt. Rachel Newman took her eye off it, out of bounds. Bailey brings the ball up the floor for Crestwood. Day Wilson. Oh, I thought she almost threw that away from my point of view. Drummonds back to Day Wilson for three, looks good. Can't get the roll. Lattimore underneath the basket, fighting for it. Can't buy a basket right now. Marissa Russell. Russell, of course, already committed to Louisville. She's a 2020. Great opportunity for her to be a part of a historic basketball program down in Louisville, Kentucky. Day Wilson off the glass, can't get the roll. She gets a rebound, foul underneath the basket. Not sure who it's on yet. Red 6, Rachel Newman called with the foul. Demoa back to the bench. Micah Dennis back in for Capitol. Underneath Drummonds. And she travels. Good call from the referee. 52.5 to go in the first. So the good news for Crestwood, they haven't been settled yet, but Capitol not really able to open up any kind of sizable lead that will make them concerned. Russell for three. Swish. Oh no, they're calling it a two. Foot on the line. Russell with the steal, 2-on-1. A nice save from Gaudette. Russell led her a little too far with the pass. Can't get the basket. Demike pushed the ball up the floor to Day Wilson. Nice finish off the glass for Cheyenne. So more substitutions. That's a bit of an excessive buzzer, I would say. We get the point. Ziva back in for Capitol Courts. Was mentioned, if you are out there watching on the YouTube stream, drop us a line in the comments section. Let us know how the volume's coming in, if you can hear us loud and clear. Drop me a line on Twitter, at Mr. McKee, MRMCKEE. Don't forget to follow the OSBA on Twitter and Instagram, Ontario SBA. I do keep track of, players of the month, all the commitments, both on the women's and men's side. I'm normally the Orangeville Prep play-by-play guy. I have been for the past 3 years. Excited to do my first women's game. Marissa Russell misses on that attempt. Knocked out of bounds, Crestwood ball. So mass substitutions here. I don't know, it's a timeout on the floor. Thought they were all coming in. Mentioned stay up to date on all things OSBA. Don't forget to click subscribe to the YouTube channel. So thankfully, after a week of living in the frozen tundra here in the Toronto area, things settle down a little bit more humane today. Still a little chilly out in downtown Toronto. I made my way in from Pickering, the east end of Toronto. Went to the wrong Crestwood school in North York. Thankfully, I gave myself plenty of time. Thankfully, the two schools, there's Crestwood, I think it's like a grade school in North York, in the Bayview and Eglinton area, and then Crestwood Prep. Don't trust your GPS when you say things into it. Take me to Crestwood. Back to the action, Capitol Courts, all the way from Ottawa, Ontario, 14-10 lead here in the first quarter. Demike will inbound. Capitol with a full court press. Russell, Edwards comes up with it. Off Jolie Kerr's foot. Russell from the half. Great awareness to know that the clock was winding down. Good attempt from Marissa. Couldn't get it to go. So at the end of one, Capitol Courts come in the underdog at 12-2 with a 14-10 lead over the 14-0 Crestwood Prep. So Crestwood, a couple of ladies, part of the Canadian national team program. This is only the second even women's game. I see last year I was down calling TRC and Ridley and was blown away at the atmosphere watching the TRC women's game. I believe it was against Lincoln Prep earlier in the day, and it was just a raucous atmosphere, a lot of fun, and so excited. Crowd yet to get going here at Crestwood, but I'm sure they'll wake up in the second half. So coming up in a few weeks, the first ever women's BioSteel All-Canadian game. I believe it's on Sunday, March 31st. Part of BioSteel weekend. I'm looking forward to it. Had the pleasure of calling the three-point competition, the dunk competition, and the futures game last year up at the Athlete Institute in Orangeville. A lot of fun. Cool to see the women's game evolving, getting that same spotlight put on them. Is it U of T again? Yeah, U of T back down at University of Toronto. It's a pretty fairly new facility. I know the first one or two BioSteel games was over at Mattamy at Ryerson, which I was at last night checking out some volleyball. But that U of T facility, really nice place to see a game. So we'll start the second quarter. Capitol Courts, 14-10 lead on the floor for Crestwood. Number 2, Rebecca Demike. She'll inbound. 30 is Kayla Drummond. 23, Cheyenne Day Wilson. 33, Tasha Lattimore. And 24, Aaliyah Edwards on the floor for Capitol. Number 4 is Gaudette right in front of me. 13, Marissa Russell. 0 is Zebot. 9, Micah Dennis. And number 8, Cassandra Jolie Kerr. Wide open look for Zebot. Hits off the front ring. Crestwood's got numbers. Day Wilson attacks. And she's got to recognize she had Edwards and Lattimore to her right and left, much taller ladies. Instead, she attacked. No basket. Either way, still Crestwood ball. Wide open look in the corner. Demike off the back of the rim. Rebound Dennis. Zeba wide open look. She'll try it again. Can't get the roll. And that went off Jolie Kerr's foot. That'll be Crestwood ball. Demike inbounds. Day Wilson. Capitol continues to press. Demike guarded by Gaudette. Left-handed shot off the glass, can't get the roll. Marissa Russell. She was the Spalding Player of the Month in the OSBA for the month of January. Jolie Kerr grabs a loose ball. Nice basket from Cassandra. 16-10. Capital Courts out front. Oh, Gaudette sniffed that out. Demike favorable. Day Wilson, wide open look. Got to take the shot. Cheyenne rims out. Marissa Russell with the rebound. Underneath, Jolie Kerr. Can't get it to go. She recognized the mismatch. She had Day Wilson. Ooh, Cheyenne goes about 5'7". Jolie Kerr about 6'3". Edwards, lovely turnaround, swish. Nice basket. Aaliyah Edwards. Dennis directing traffic. Pulls up. Can't get it to go. Edwards had it, lost a handle on it. Dennis has it now. Jolie Kerr. Ziba swatted away by Tasha Lattimore. And Tasha, #1 in blocks for the month of January, averaging 2.6 blocks per game, and she's already got 2 already. So Newman back on the floor, inbounding. Newman, turnaround, the left hand, can't get it to go. It's a rebound, Zulich. Sophia seeing her first action for Crestwood, #13. Edwards, and Aaliyah's hammered. Good call. Looks like Russell's gonna get called with it. I believe so. Aaliyah Edwards will shoot 2. Aaliyah, not just a basketball player, gold medalist at OSBA in triple jump. I could never get the rhythm of triple jump. Not coordinated enough. Edwards hits the second, lead down to 2 now. Other than the first basket of the game, Capital has led since. Time it on the floor, not sure what the call is yet. And the ref keeping it secret. Still don't know what it is. Either way, it's going to be Capital's ball. Rachel Newman will inbound. Dennis guarded by Day Wilson. Micah. Lovely kick out, wide open look in the corner. Can't get it to go. Siraba missed on that attempt. Unlucky. Ball touched every part of the rim but the net. Underneath the basket to Drummond. Kayla missed an easy lay-in. Dennis kicks out again. Jolie Kerr, hands off to Dennis, wide open look. Off the backboard, rebound, Aaliyah Edwards. Aaliyah pulls up, long 2. Off the rim, rebound, Damoa. A lot of left-handed players on Capital Court. Dennis pulls up from the free throw line, gets the roll. Micah Dennis. And Bailey goes down hard. No foul called. It'll just be Crestwood ball. So Day Wilson will inbound. Lattimore. Edwards. Day Wilson looking for space, pulls up, long jumper. Rims out. Edwards, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Gets it on the second attempt. 18-16. So Edwards been the dominant force for Crestwood in the first half. Crestwood to within 2. Shot clock winding down. Hit the rim, so the clock should reset. I thought it hit the rim. But they did finally reset it. A little late, so Capital a little fit. Lattimore with her 3rd block. Bailey. Wide open look for Zulich. She comes up short but gets her own rebound. Weaves through, can't get it to go. Newman comes up with a loose ball. Rachel pulls up, looks for help. Dennis underneath the basket. Can't get that to go. That's Katie Butts seeing her first action, number 11. And no foul called. Edwards looking for a call, doesn't get it. 4:46 to go in the first half. Tempo of the game really picking up. Zeba back into the game for Capital. Newman will have a breather. So Butts, her entrance in the game, short-lived. Jolie Kerr back in the game. Dennis to Russell. Marissa really yet to get going offensively for Capital. And then on cue, lovely finish. (2016) Capital leads. Edwards, and way too careless. She didn't turn around and take a look at any point. Russell, swish. Marissa Russell must have heard me. Back to back from Marissa. Bailey. Day Wilson. Shot clock winding down. Ooh, and she's fouled and one. Cheyenne Day Wilson. Try and convert the 3-point play. So mentioned Russell had been quiet for the first quarter, and then on back-to-back possessions, attacks the basket nice, and then pulls up for a lovely 3. Mentioned Marissa, the Spalding Player of the Month for the OSBA in January. 22 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game, 3 assists, and then the mind-blowing stat of 7 steals a game. An OSBA All-Star last year. Day Wilson, a nice little finish off the glass, try and convert the 3-point play right here. Ball bounced about 18 times off the rim. I thought it was just going to sit on the backboard, which would have been an all-timer. Cheyenne gets the roll. Russell, too long on that attempt. Lovely inbound from Day Wilson. And Lattimore, she's got to learn catch and shoot. She put the ball on the ground when she didn't need to. Great vision from Day Wilson. We'll see Lattimore goes 6'5". She had the good opportunity to use the height on that last attempt. And a lovely save from Edwards, but Lattimore couldn't come up with it. Marissa Russell does for Capital Courts. Zeba in the corner for Dennis. She attacks the basket, and she's fouled. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Fouls on Tiana Bailey for Crestwood. Rachel Newman back in the game. So Dennis from Toronto. Most of the Capital Courts roster obviously from the Ottawa area. A couple Quebec girls. But Dennis, the only Toronto native. Gets that one to go. Lead back up to 5 for Capital Courts, 24-19. Reed. Underneath to Lattimore. Wide open look for Bailey. Off the back of the rim. Lattimore can't get a handle on it. Ziba does. Marissa Russell settles for Capital Courts. Dennis. Back out to Ziba. In the corner is Gaudette, short on that attempt. Rebound Reed. And possession arrow ball. Again, bodies all over the floor. Ball rolls around. Russell couldn't get it. Finally, Tiana Bailey for 3. Is that the basket Crestwood needed? Get a momentum going. Lead down to 2. Wide open look, Russell all day. Off the back of the rim. Rebound Lattimore. Tasha. And again, Tasha a little hesitant around the rim. She had the look. Nice little lay-in off the glass. Tasha started taking some visits down to some NCAA schools. Seen her at Michigan, down in Ann Arbor, as well as Rutgers down in Jersey. Capital miss on that attempt. Lydia Malashenko out seeing her first action. Ziba for 3. Off the back of the rim, rebound Lattimore. Tassa kicks out, Demike, swish. Rebecca Demike, lovely. And Crestwood with their first lead since about 20 seconds into the game. Edwards fighting for it. Russell comes up with it. Dennis, one extra pass in the corner. Ziba responds. Big 3 of her own. Temperature heating up in the gym. Day Wilson drives. And it's Melashenko is going to get called with her first foul. And it is a shooting foul. Cheyenne will go to the line. So the 2 teams exchanging big 3s. Crestwood gets their first lead since the first minute of the game, and then Ziba responds. Day Wilson. Also hasn't really got going on the offensive side in the first half yet. Hits the second. Lead down to 1. 54 seconds to go. Melashenko in the corner. Newman, Ziba, wide open look. And Lattimore affected the shot just enough. Oh, sorry, that was Demike with the block, excuse me. Somebody help her out. She loses a handle on it. Dennis comes up with it. Russell from the free throw line. Lovely floater from Marissa. "20 seconds to go in the half. That's still more than the shot clock, so Capital is going to get another chance. Good ball movement. Demike. Swish. Rebecca Demike. That's 2 big threes. She's hit. Score tied at 29, 5 seconds to go. Russell's going to take the last shot, guarded by Edwards. Marissa drives, has that blocked, Aaliyah Edwards. So at the half, we're tied at 29. So after a little bit of a slow start, things really heated up in the second quarter. And things gone expect the top 2 teams in the OSBA. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris McKee. We'll see you back in about 10 minutes. Check 1, 2. We're back. Start of the second half. Entertaining first half. Tied at 29. So Crestwood held the lead for most of the first half. Sorry, excuse me, Capital held the lead for most of the first half, and then Crestwood with a late surge, a couple big threes from Rebecca Demike set them off, got the ball in motion for Crestwood. Nice first half from Aaliyah Edwards as well. And then for Capital, Ziba and Marissa Russell, the big contributors. So Tasha Lattimore yet to get going in the first half. See if she can shake out the cobwebs. Cheyenne Day Wilson as well. Nice half distributing the ball. Edwards pulls up, long jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound, Marissa Russell. But Cheyenne yet to get going on the offensive side. Dennis attacks the basket, good vision, one extra pass, Marissa Russell for three. Swish, Marissa Russell. So I called her out for having a bit of a slow first quarter, and then she caught fire in the second quarter, keeping that going here in the third. Edwards, nice turnaround. She's fouled and won, Aaliyah Edwards. So Aaliyah mentioned she was the hot hand in the first half for Crestwood. Also keeping that going. Love her shoes, by the way. Converts to three-point play. Substitution, Ziba back into the game for Rachel Newman. Jolie Kerr inbounds to Micah Dennis. Russell, lovely pass in the corner. It looks like ball rolling around on the rim. Aaliyah Edwards comes away with it. But the problem was everyone on Crestwood ran away from her. Someone's got to stay and help her out. Tied at 32. Are they calling a foul on that? It just looked like it went off one of the Capitals players' foot. Day Wilson. Cheyenne drives off the glass. Lovely finish for Cheyenne. Crestwood with the lead. Kick out Ziba, one extra pass. Marissa Russell from the free throw line gets the roll. Marissa Russell. Demike from the corner, unlucky this time. Drummond with the putback, and Edwards on the third try gets it to go. Jolie Kerr, extra pass outside to Ziba, and she just lost a handle on it. It's going to be Crestwood ball. So at 36-32, Crestwood with their largest lead of the game. Day Wilson. Lattimore thought about it. And a lovely, nice pass from Tasha. Aaliyah Edwards with the finish. So Crestwood looking a little bit more their usual selves in unison. First half, ball's bouncing all out of bounds and off everyone's hand, a little bit more settled. Dennis from the free throw line off the back of the rim. Russell with the rebounds. Kicks out to Baugh. Baugh had the look, didn't want it. Shot clock winding down. Russell guarded by Lattimore, puts it up, and she's fouled by Tasha Lattimore. I think Tasha been a little bit unlucky some of the foul calls she's had against her. Thought she had good position on that. Either way, Marissa will shoot 2. As mentioned in the first half, Marissa already committed to play at Louisville. She's the youngest player on Team Canada at the Commonwealth Games. Great opportunity for her. Day Wilson looking for help. Drummond. Day Wilson to Edwards. Demike for 3 off the back of the rim. Lattimore couldn't get a handle on it. And Dennis tried to fake, didn't work. Edwards comes up with it. Day Wilson, just an exceptional ball handler. Edwards, backing her way in. And a nice kiss off the glass for Aaliyah Edwards. Can't say enough about how impressed I am watching Aaliyah today. Just exceptional on both ends of the floor. Long 3 air ball. Dennis to Russell. And I'm not sure if that shot's gonna, what the call is, the shot clock had wound down, but the buzzer didn't go, and then finally it did. The attempt from the corner didn't hit any rim, so should have been out of shot clock done anyways, excuse me. 40-32, Crestwood with the lead. Demike into Lattimore. And Gaudet knocked that out of bounds. It'll be Crestwood ball. Edwards, too easy for Aaliyah Edwards, taking over in the 3rd quarter for Crestwood. Six straight points for Aaliyah. Make that, sorry, 8. Long 3 attempts. The ball got every bit of that rim, couldn't drop. Aaliyah had a wide open look, and now she'll, not a wide open look, again using her body. That's 10 straight points. Aaliyah Edwards. Someone's got to foul her for capital, and there's that timeout on the floor. So Aaliyah Edwards taking over in the 3rd has opened up a 12-point lead for Crestwood, largest lead of the game for either team. 5:22 to go in the 3rd. Crestwood back to their usual self. So thanks for joining us on the OSBA Game of the Week live stream. Don't forget to follow OSBA on Twitter and Instagram. Stay up to date on all things OSBA. You can drop me a line on Twitter at Mr. McKee, MRMCKEE. We're posting some highlights. Hopefully get some interviews after the game. Talk to a few of the girls. And put that up on my Twitter over the next couple days. So I'm sporting a completely buzzed head. I had a nightmare of an experience.
Sound's not working.
The sound's not working? No. Okay. It's back on. Drop us a line in the comments. We're getting a message saying the sound wasn't working. So if you can, drop a line in the comments, let us know if you can hear us. Gaudet inbounds for Dennis. Dennis pulls up from the free throw line. Nicely done. Micah Dennis. Day Wilson drives, can't get the roll, but great hustle play from Cheyenne. She gets the loose ball, and she fed it in with a nice pass for Lattimore. Tasha wasn't ready for it, but it got knocked out of bounds.
towel's fine, by the way. Yeah.
So we are good sound-wise? Yeah, okay. And unlucky, Day Wilson and Edwards tried to sneak one by Capital. And the ref whistled it dead. They weren't set. Tried again. Don't tell me they're going to try the same play. They didn't. Demike for 3. And she's been on absolute fire. Rebecca Demike. Another big 3. She hit 2 big 3s in the second. That settled Crestwood down. And now it's been all Crestwood the last 20 minutes or so. Capital getting called with the offensive. Sierra Ba back into the game for Ziba. We'll see some great names on both teams. Day Wilson to Lattimore. Underneath to Edwards. And she's just using that height, shielding the defender. Great body position, Aaliyah Edwards. Good ball movement, Marissa Russell. Can't get the response. And Zulich took an elbow to the eye. You can see she's kind of wincing. So Zulich came out a little worse for wear, battling for that loose ball under the basket. Russell drives. It's too easy for her, but couldn't get the roll. And I think she stepped out of bounds trying to get her own rebound. Lead at 15 for Crestwood. Demike to Lattimore. Ooh, Edwards went down hard. She looks to be all right. Some over and back. Turnover for Crestwood. That's what Capital Courts needed. Try to settle things down. Isabella Gaudette will inbound. Speaking of Isabella, I'm blown away at the amount of people that named their kids Bella after the Twilight series. I think Isabella a little too old for that. Twilight's going about, what, 10 years old now? For the record, I'm Team Edward. Lattimore with the loose ball to Zulich. Can't get the lay-in. Edwards will follow. And I'm not sure if they're going to call the foul on Zulich or they are. So the basket won't count. And Sophia Zulich will shoot 2. Kayla Drummond back in for Lattimore. Hits the first. So if you're Capital, in the first quarter, they were moving the ball around, a lot of different girls taking shots. And then once Marissa Russell started to heat up, they've been forcing it to 13 on a lot of possessions. Someone else in red and black has got to step up here to try and stop the bleeding. Crestwood open up a nice lead. And there's a bit of a careless pass. Gaudette tracks it down. Shot clock at 7. Isabella off the glass, can't get the roll, but she'll shoot 2. Mentioned in the first half, these are probably the best uniforms I've seen in the OSBA. On Capital Courts, love them. I'm the Orangeville Prep announcer. I love their home white jerseys. The Orangeville Prep one's pretty slick as well. Gaudette It's the second. Tiana Bailey back on the floor, directing traffic for Crestwood. Gaudette sniffed it out, but just knocked it out. Couldn't get enough of it. So that the buzzer here at Crestwood is almost as obnoxious as the foghorn during Buffalo Sabres games when they score a goal. Edwards. And Aaliyah. I'm not sure what the call is. So Russell, did she get called with a foul? Aaliyah Edwards been the best player on the floor so far today. Day Wilson, why not? Cheyenne Day Wilson, big three. Dennis, guarded by Day Wilson. Jolie Kerr for three. Cassandra Jolie Kerr. It was a two, sorry. Correction. The Day Wilson response. Thank you. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Mass substitution. So Day Wilson, after heating up, will go to the bench. Tasha Lattimore back in. Rebecca Demike, also Aaliyah Edwards. We'll get a quick breather, I imagine, and get right back out there. Russell was walking the fine line, and a crafty play. Marissa was going out of bounds, just threw it off Tasha. Keep possession of the ball. Lead at 20. Can Capital Court stop the bleeding? Jolie Kerr trying to back down Drummond. Good defense from Kayla. Air ball. Shot clock was winding down, so Ziba had to take the shot. Demike. Couple big threes for her. Reed pulls up short. Ziba comes up with it. Marissa Russell. Didn't see the call. Either way, it's going to be Capital Court's ball. The same before I got started, I had a nightmare experience with the barber. Went to go get a nice fade, and the guy ended up making me look like a U.S. Marine. He didn't, and at the end he says, "What's a fade?" So I had to go home and shave the head off completely. So I'm sporting a new look this week. Russell swatted away by Aaliyah Edwards, both ends of the floor. And that's knocked out of bounds by Reed. .118 to go in the third. Crestwood with a comfortable 20-point lead. Top two teams in the OSBA right now. It's a Capital Court's at 12-2. They just toss that one away. Edwards to Lattimore. Lattimore missed the wide open look. Aaliyah with the follow. Bails her out. So Lattimore ranked number 14 overall. Edwards again. Listen, Lattimore ranked number 14 on ESPN for class of 2021. Russell guarded by Edwards. And yeah, Ziba absolutely just tossed Edwards, who went down hard. It doesn't get more blatant than that. Easy call for the referee. Crestwood will inbound. Lydia Melashenko back on the floor, number 5 for Capital. Bit of a careless pass from Rebecca. Marissa Russell comes up with it. Zeba drives, and Tasha Lattimore, not in my house. Edwards on the other end was fouled. She's just too strong. Wide open look for Demike, why not? Finally misses. What a block by Lattimore. And Lattimore comes up with the loose ball, running the floor, and a good hustle play from Marissa Russell. Comes back, knocks that out of bounds. It'll still be Crestwood ball underneath the basket. So the big question for Crestwood was, where was this in the first half? Well, they're calling a foul, so Lattimore will shoot 2. Tasha hits the first. No, shout out to my guy Drew from On Point in the building. Saw him over. (59-36), 8.8 to go. Plenty of time for Capital Courts to get a shot off. Dennis drives, blocked. Kayla Drummonds. What? Her teammates loving that. 1.3 to go. Edwards guarding Russell. Marissa's got to put it up right away and does. Off the glass. Marissa Russell at the buzzer. So Capital Courts needed that badly. Trying to give them a little bit of momentum moving into the fourth. So at the end of 3, Crestwood Prep 59, Capital Courts 39, but a big 3 as time expired by Marissa Russell. Thanks for joining us for the OSBA Game of the Week. I'm Chris McKee. Don't forget to click subscribe, the big red button on your screen. Stay up to date on all things OSBA. Finally, a decent Saturday afternoon here in the Toronto area. You can get out, do a little shopping. I tried to go wash the car this morning, but the lineup was insane, so still driving around with a salt-covered car. I'm excited heading down this week. My son is a goalie, plays soccer, U16. He's one of the top goalies in the province for his age. We're heading down to Akron University this weekend for a soccer camp, and while we're there, we're going to check out some basketball, Akron and Kent State. Saturday afternoon. Thankfully, his camp doesn't start till about 6:30 that night, so get the 2 o'clock game in before he heads over to his camp. Akron, they made it to the NCAA Finals in this year in men's. Lost to Maryland, who Maryland's keeper from Pickering, Ontario, Dane St. Clair, who was then drafted 7th overall in the MLS draft. Oh. Looking forward to the weekend. Back to the action. So change on the scoreboard. It's actually 59-40. It was a 3 for Russell at the half. Scorekeepers had it as a 2. So lead now at 19. Even better for Capital Courts. Dennis looking for help. Guarded by Day Wilson. And unfortunate, that ball goes out of bounds. Jadea Reed inbounds for Crestwood. Cheyenne Day Wilson, guarded by Dennis. That's been a good matchup today. Aaliyah Edwards. How tough Crestwood is defensively has really been impressive to watch. And a turnover, Dennis looking for help. Gets it to Melashenko. And Edwards knocks that out of bounds. It'll still be Capitol Court's ball. Capitol Courts has to start chipping away at this lead. No need to just chuck up threes. Work the ball, find the right shot, but they got to start hitting shots. Jolie Kerr underneath to Russell. Marissa can't get it to go. Rebound Aaliyah Edwards. Edwards races up the floor for Crestwood. Euro step. Can't get the roll, but gets her own rebounds and rips it out of Dennis's hands. She's so tough. But a turnover. It's going to be Capitol Court's ball. Substitution. Gaudette back in for Capitol Courts. Also, Sierra Baugh back in, number 21. Dennis brings the ball up. Looking for help. Russell pulls up long to attempt short. Rebound Edwards. Edwards up to Lattimore. Tasha off the glass, can't get it to go. And Gaudette outmuscles Lattimore and Edwards for that ball. Gaudette drives. Nicely done, draws the foul. Shielded the ball well. Took the contact, gets herself to the line to shoot 2. Free throw is key down the stretch for Capitol Courts. Been that kind of day for Capitol Courts. How that ball didn't go in, don't know. Can't hit either. Edwards for Crestwood. Lattimore not ready for it. Lattimore with the block. Jolie Kerr couldn't get it to go. Gaudette will inbound. Isabella. It's a class of 2020 out of Ottawa. Oh, clever. And so Zakayla De Burrell had her back turned to her. Isabella threw it off her back and then tried to sneak the lay-in. And then De Burrell had to foul. I love that. Finally gets one to go. Day Wilson has her pocket picked. Dennis kicks out to Gaudette. Jolie Kerr to Russell. Ball was in the corner open. Russell wants the shot though. Into Gaudette. And it was the right pass. Jolie Kerr not ready for it. 7:44 to go. Substitutions, Demike back in, Zulich also for Crestwood. And we got a timeout on the floor. Sorry, no substitutes, just a timeout. So it's been a fun afternoon here at Crestwood Prep. All Capitol Courts, excuse me, in the first quarter. And then since then, Crestwood went into second gear, mid-second quarter, and came out like a house on fire in the third. Talking about Capitol Profits, that's the original record label for Masari and Belly, the R&B and rapper, and then now they have the Weekends, obviously the international star from right here in Toronto, on their roster. I worked in music for 20 years before I did sports broadcasting, so Capitol Profits still on my mind. Ottawa, definitely one of my favorite cities in Canada. Always enjoy my time there. Spent a couple days up there in the summer. Love the Byward Market. And they got the big Ottawa sign now in the market, like we have down at Nathan Phillips Square with the Toronto here. Good for tourism. Reed pulls up short. Lattimore with the rebounds. Ball bouncing around. Nobody wants it. Day Wilson does. Bailey for three. Nothing but net. Tiana Bailey. Long outlet. It's got to be a foul. No foul called. Either way, it's still going to be Capital Courts ball. 21-point lead for Crestwood. Baugh comes up with it. I don't know if she knew much about it, but Dennis off the glass still counts for two. 62-43. So both teams go very deep into their bench, which is really impressive to see, and there's very little drop-off regardless of how deep they go into the bench. And Russell just threw that one away. And that's what it takes. You want to win a championship, you can't have a 7-player rotation. You got to go 10, 11, 12 players deep. Dave Burrell looking for help. Drops it off for Bailey. Bailey has the shot, finally recognizes, short off the rim, rebounds Jolie Kerr. And then Tiana Bailey, well read, knocks that out of bounds, couldn't quite come up with a steal. And now Aaliyah Edwards back on the floor, so is Rebecca Demike. .6:28 to go in the ballgame. Dennis, Baugh, and Baugh puts it on the floor. Reed with the steal. Wide open look, Bailey. Demike will take it, why not? Ooh, rims out, rebound Russell. Marissa took a shot to the face, no foul called, and a nice little floater from Marissa. Edwards. Bailey for three off the back of the rim, rebound Aaliyah. Demike again, not afraid to put it up from anywhere, and you see why. Another big three, Rebecca Demike. Lead back up to 20. Dennis couldn't get the lay-in. Substitution. Day Wilson back in. Newman Ziba. And Melashenko back in for Capital Courts. Newman inbounds. Ziba. Shot clock winding down. Kick out, Melashenko for three. Rims out, but she gets the rebounds. And a nice finish. Lydia Melashenko. Demike back up the floor for Crestwood. Edwards puts it on the floor, drives off the glass, her own rebounds. And again, how many second chance attempts she's got off her own shot is mind-blowing. She's just owning the glass. Russell drives through everyone. Marissa Russell. Looked a little like a running back, shielded the ball so no one could strip it. And Cheyenne Day Wilson responds for Crestwood. End to end now, both teams. Dennis couldn't get that to go. Day Wilson pulls up short. Edwards. Drummond's getting called with a foul, and she's as puzzled as I am. She was just jumping up for the ball. I think she's reaching over the top. So Crestwood, 67-49, 4:27 to go in the ball game. Dennis, guarded by Day Wilson. Newman short on that attempt. Shot clock winding down. Dennis pulls up. It goes in. Not sure if it's 2 or 3 yet. Looks like 2. Cheyenne pulls up. Why not? But air balls. Thankfully, Lattimore underneath. Nice finish. Tasha Lattimore bails out Day Wilson. Lead at 18. Newman. And if you're Capital Courts, they got to start working that outside shot. They were trying to attack Lattimore, Drummond, Demike, Edwards. They've just got the height advantage. If you're going to have any success trying to chip away at this lead, it's got to come from the outside shot. And Clever with time, her time count running, the 5 seconds running out. Gaudette just threw it off Demike's foot. She'll get another 5 seconds. Day Wilson with the steal. And Dennis with a clever steal off Cheyenne's foot. It's going to be Capital Courts ball. Going to be a foul called on Drummond. Kayla, not the best of luck with the refs today. Russell will inbound. Russell, Jolie Kerr, guarded by Lattimore. Shot clock at 10. Russell, guarded tightly by Aaliyah Edwards. No room to breathe. Marissa Russell is fouled by Edwards. Nice sportsmanship from Aaliyah, helps Marissa up. But Russell will shoot 2. Mentioned in the first half, Marissa, the Spalding OSBA Player of the Month for January. Not hitting free throws. Capital Courts trying to press. They got to try to create some kind of turnover. And if you're Crestwood, work down the shot clock each and every time down the floor. Knocked out of bounds. Looked like Edwards got a finger on it. It'll be Capital Courts ball. So if you're not sick of the sound of my voice yet, you can check me out for the rest of the day. I've got a couple other jobs, but I'm doing traffic and weather today for News Talk 1010 and Jewel 88.5 from 4 to 10 p.m. tonight. Need some advice on your drive home? I'm your guy. Also check me out, work for Golf Talk Canada on TSN. Also write for SB Nation about college basketball. Got to keep the options open. Russell, nice feed underneath. Looks like Jolie Kerr. Ref was blocking my view. And a big turnover. Capital Courts ball. Demike couldn't get a handle on it. Mentioned the matchup between these two back in November. It's a 2-point game. Crestwood 80-78 win. Russell drives off the glass. Nicely done, Marissa Russell. Lead down to 14. Capital trying to press, get that turnover. Bailey underneath to Edwards. Aaliyah. Again, second chance opportunity for Aaliyah Edwards. Couldn't get that one to go. Russell for 3, nothing but net. Marissa Russell, 2, sorry. It's great having some help for once, it's good. Thank you. So 69-57, Marissa Russell trying to will Capitol Courts back. 1:47 to go in the ball game. As mentioned, normally I do the Orangeville prep games for the boys' side, and there's no Wi-Fi up in the booth, so I tell people, drop me a line on Twitter if I'm making any mistakes, and I don't get to see it till I leave the building, and then I'm inundated with mean tweets from parents and family members. So it's been a fun afternoon. Top 2 teams in the OSBA going toe-to-toe. But you see the dominance of Crestwood. They're just too deep. Tasha Lattimore, fairly quiet today. Couple big blocks, getting it done on the defensive end, but not really got going offensively. But doesn't really matter because everyone else in white has been. Demike, I don't know how many big threes she's hit today. Aaliyah Edwards has just owned the glass on both ends of the floor. Cheyenne Day Wilson, nice second half for her. Edwards on cue, just weaves through everyone. Aaliyah Edwards. Aaliyah, in my book, hands down player of the game. And on cue with the steal. And there's the dagger in Capitol Courts. Aaliyah Edwards. Surely Crestwood with the win now. Long 2, excuse me. So all Aaliyah Edwards today for Crestwood. If you're Capital, no choice. You have to do a full court press, try and create turnovers, completely sell out on every pass. Hit your free throws is a good start. They are. And a little careless from Bailey. Recognize, just take care of the ball, work down the shot clock. There was no need to force that up to Aaliyah. I know Aaliyah's been on fire, but working the shot clock. The main MO, Dennis drives through. And if you're Crestwood, no need to foul. Because now the shot clock, the game clock stopped. And Capitol Courts, I got to stop with that, excuse me. Game's almost over. That'll be the last one. And not hitting free throws when they have the opportunity. Key to Crestwood's success, Capitol Courts. Not helping themselves out. Day Wilson drives through everyone. Can't get it to go. 73-59, 59 seconds to go. Crestwood will remain undefeated in the OSBA. We'll go to 15-0. I would imagine we're going to see quite a few of the ladies in white at the BioSteel game on March 31st. Any idea when selections are going to be? Not yet, no? I've been down to the last 2 BioSteel games. A lot of fun. Always the who's who in sports and entertainment in Toronto. Always a couple guys from the Raptors hanging out if they're in town that week. I got to meet Lennox Lewis, former heavyweight champion of the world, who was down hanging out with Dwayne De Rosario. He's obviously the Toronto FC legend. Canada's all-time leading scorer on international level. Met a couple of the Toronto Blue Jays down there last year. I met Kia Nurse down there last year, which cool meeting her. GOTW. And that should sum up the second half for Capitol Courts. Demike, Edwards, step back, that's blocked. There's Marissa Russell, got a hand on it. .3 seconds on the shot clock. And you gotta be kidding me. Tasha Lattimore making it look easy. 25 seconds to go in the ball game. GOTW inbounds underneath. Just padding stats at this point. Dennis short on that attempt. And Dennis is going to be called with a foul. She tripped up Cheyenne. 16.1 to go. Demike inbounds. Day Wilson, Demike. Capitol not letting them run out the clock. And Bailey to Edwards, and there it is. Crestwood now 15-0 with a 75-59 convincing win. Bit of a slow start, but shook off the rust, came out on fire, led by Aaliyah Edwards in the third quarter. So thanks for joining us here in the OSBA Game of the Week. When's the next Game of the Week? Thursday. So check OSBA on Instagram, Twitter, stay up to date, and we'll let you know when the next OSBA game is coming up. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris McKee. We'll see you next time.